Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. First down, here's Dak. That first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's second down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass, not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Throwing again is Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. And screen here to Blue. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Yeah, here we go. I take one in. Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw once more. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah, here we go. Right, wide in. Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 54, wide in.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Boswell able to knock it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season for a kicker. Kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he's cut after a game of about 2. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another one for Cook. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get 35 out of that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Enough from the pistol to Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Quick pass right side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He goes to the hurry up here.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Bills. First down. Middle. Gain of 5. First down, Buffalo.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Cowboys will take over as this gets blown out to the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1 play in, and they are already close to midfield. They'll start the drive with blue. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Not left, and Otten makes the grab. He takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you could almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. Go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down.
Here we go. Going to 54.
Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Now Allen off the play action. He rolls to his right. Cut by the open man. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. From the red zone now. He has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, force line.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Ran it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Prescott here from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. He is inside the 20, down at the 19-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go. I take the line in.
Another throw for Prescott. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's Prescott again. And this is Coach. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. We'll begin his return from the 11. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw it. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. He's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. That's complete right side. We'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Cook. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Allen on the play action. All the left side. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a 1st. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
1st down from the 42. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
319.
This is Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Alert, alert, alert.
Play action now. Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Drop inside the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run it with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here's a give to Cook. Has room into the secondary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
14. Cowboys 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Blue here from the pistol. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches. The 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st and 10, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun is Prescott. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Yeah, here we go. Hey,
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Kate, I've probably seen 1,000,000 balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. This, our last play of the quarter. Play action now with Allen. Vacates quickly left side. Going deep down the left sideline. Big gain downfield. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. It's Allen out of the pistol. Has it at the 7. on Buffalo. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
17.
Bass now to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
46. Yeah! Here we go. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Rolling left, buying some time. He's got a man left. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job finding that out.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Yeah! Hey, 47.
Dak now from the gun. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, it ate up a ton of yards.
Third and long, Prescott. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage. Sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Cowboys 24, Bills 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Now Boswell on to send this away. Liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Now run by Cook. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The give, it's Blue. Inside the 40. And he gets this solo way inside the red zone. Down at the 19. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys only up by a few. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. And that was probably their last
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And screen here to Blue. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Line 8.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Line 8.
Now it's Prescott again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Send this away. Returnable from the 1. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st down throw for Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. Gain 15 there. And the Bills have a 1st down. Allen on the play action. Trying to push deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Snap of the game. So it's a win for the Cowboys. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check.